Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to EXORT series number 28. Now, I do apologize for it. It has been quite a long wait ever since the first series of the day concluded, but the second one was a forfeit. Unfortunately, benched gods, they couldn't field their entire roster today. Two of them had health issues going on, so hopefully they recover sound and safely soon. But we will be moving on to the third best of three for the day. That is going to be Partizon. We're gonna now face off against Weclear. We should have our vetoes quickly on the screen in just a moment as we get closer. So to kick things off, Partizon, they pick off Ancient. Weclear will be sending us to Dust 2 for map number 2, and then Overpass will be the one that decides the series if we head on to map number 3. Now, Weclear have chosen to start on the CT side here, so we will be heading straight into Ancient, and I believe we have seen Weclear on broadcast in yesterday or the day before, so they have performed an Ancient very well, I believe, in that match at the same time. So it certainly is going to be a little bit. It makes me a little bit curious whether or not Weclear can again steal away Ancient. I don't here as well. But Partizon, they themselves are not an easy team to deal with, of course. But we're gonna head straight into the action and find out for ourselves who the victors of this map are gonna be. Now, I believe Partizon really heavy investment in towards nades. They have nobody upgrading their pistols. Flashes go out. Immediate rotation being called in from Weclear as the rush comes through. Wise draws first blood, and so far, Partizon, they've remained clear of Weclear as they continue to eliminate those players, and the bomb goes down. The push in through the smoke and back alley ties up the numbers. 3 versus 3 here. And it's Partizon getting a little bit more aggressive. Where's back alley? They have two players playing together. A crossfire. His fellow finish it off, and it's just bait and switch all across the board in that 3 versus 3 clean pistol round for Partizon. Now, from the last time that I had seen Partizon play, I don't recall Mitra being on their roster, so I believe one of their players has been swapped out since that series. I'm not sure what the reason may be. Could be just an emergency causing them to play with a sub, either in this series or the last one, or just unavailability of somebody, or them testing out new things. It could be either of those. But Weclear, they've went for a gamble towards A. Unfortunately for them, it's not going to work out. Partizon have the perfect read. They'll walk into B. No problem whatsoever. They are still doing their due diligence, so it's taking them a little bit of time to get the bomb down, but soon the realization should come that this site was left completely isolated. Now, once the bomb gets planted, the problem is whether or not Partizon will be prepared for that 3-man flank that's about to hit them. Actually, it's gonna be only 2 in the back lines. While Weclear, they've had 3 players regroup. They're top of the map is themselves. Radzeka goes out aggressive, one-on-one trade Zeko to help him out. Now Cave being held by Dotla. His teammate's positioning still remains unknown, and Dyrod pushes out further to clean out Cave. Last alive is going to be Njaz. Shouldn't be a problem from behind. Misses his shots, and now it's a bit as easy, quick flick and turn. Zeko lives, and Radzeka unfortunately did end up dying in that round, but other than that, everybody from Partizon gets to stay alive, and Weclear gets to fully invest in this one. Still not the perfect purchase, actually. Only 2 rifles on board for Weclear. Ancient, though, does have a lot of close angles, so those SMGs can come in handy. Rushing towards middle. Weclear, they're not stopping anytime soon. Pushing through the Molotov, and Dotla played that anti-flash perfectly. Essentially a free frag delivered, and the push continues through cave. Side cleared out. It's just been 1v1s that they've had to deal with mid as well. No avenue off the map where Weclear could grab a victory. Bomb gonna make its way towards A. Auto phase. Last alive, the only M4 that Weclear had, and now that's gone as well. Hot start for Partizon. Money, of course, broken again. Sneaking up towards middle. Oh, this could go very wrong. The bomb is with the players pushing mid here as well. So if these deagle shots land, this could go very wrong for Partizon. But the AKs, they continue to flourish. Spraying all of them down, and very quickly it's 493 all by himself. Now being shot at from behind and from front as well. Only moments left before he gets cleared out as well. The smoke is what's kept him alive so far. It will be Zeko that gets to finish him off. Everybody from the side of Partizon put up one that round. This time around, a much better purchase for Weclear. They have an op in the hands of Autophase as well. Molotov forcing them back this time around. Not as aggressive. Weclear sent most of their players towards B. Oh, primed Autophase. Good shot. Connects, backs off immediately. Cave still under control. Oh, look at the mini-map. That one player could do lots. The Weclear, they are looking out for it. Timing's gonna be everything. He somehow still managed to open up the A side. I believe it was Enchas who was still looking at the backlines. He was anticipating that push. But Dotla comes out on top anyway. Dyrod delivers another frag, and this round has somehow come to a conclusion already. Phase, he just has to save. There is Zeko on the hunt. Not extremely proactive though. But somebody else is gonna join him there. This Autophase just trying to hold on to that op. Now positioning known. Oh, okay. Well, you don't want to lose too many weapons here either. Even if you risk letting Weclear have an op in their hands, but so far Autophase hasn't exactly been enabled to the point that he could be too much trouble. Although it could realistically turn the tide of a round on its head, that gun. I'm out called in for Weclear. They do have money in the bank. Purchase wouldn't be the most pristine, but it would not be bad either. They could probably buy up a few MP9s, a few FAMASs, maybe an M4 as well, a couple of them, depending on whether or not they want to prioritize util or gunpowder. Instead, it's 5.7s and MP9s surrounding that op. We're just gonna try and play around it, set up that op, enable it as much as possible. Molotovs yet again. Straight down middle. Once again, a lot of aggression towards B, but it's Dairod's op that delivers first, and there's a second as well. Autophase already taken out. That op, which took so much effort to try and save, has already been eliminated, and B side almost taken over. 493 is the only defender there. And Jazz, the timing gods will be on his side as he manages to get out of mid safely. The side's already taken over. Partizon are making no mistakes. Winning every single round with 3 players alive on average. It's a dominant statement. No troubles whatsoever. And Jazz just trying to hold on to that 5-7. Better to hold on to that than walk into the next round with a USP again. You have a smoke as well, you have Kevlar, decent value still on him. 6-0 start. Diamond already has been called in once already by Weclear. Another full purchase. Another shot at putting up the first. Same strategy so far. 3 defenders at B. This time around they send 2 at middle. Last time around though they were extremely aggressive. Now a little bit more of a passive approach, but they may not be aware of Dotla's position, and they aren't! Great spray transfer onto the second. 2 kills found, and he's rushing towards the A site. Try and stay alive, but it will be Autophase that awaits him. Still, now Weclear left guessing about where exactly is this charge gonna go. Phase. Oh, good shot onto Radzeka. Now this is worrisome. You have only 1 player towards A. He has the C4 as well. Partizon, they're gonna need to play this one safer. Kill found at B as well. So now you have to gamble. You aren't sure where exactly this is gonna end up. Partizon playing extremely passively. Direhol's starting to clear out some area. Weclear, they have essentially no information on these 2 remaining players. They're left guessing, checking every single angle that they can as many times as possible. Timing's gonna be everything. Garas is worried about Cave, and he times it right. Dyrod walks into his crosshair. 1 free frag. Last one spotted as well. C4 still in hand. So the only silver lining. The Molotov deals a lot of damage. And he's sneaking up. Garas. Sound given away. Headshot found. He's not creeping up from behind. This narrows down the alleys Autophase can come from. Spotted. Nade out. Followed by the Molotov, and the flames are too distractive perhaps for Autophase. Metros just sprays him down. And another round secured. Came down to a 1 versus 1. Much better performance from Weclear in that. But it still wasn't enough. This could go the distance for Partizon. This could take them even to a 10-0 mark. Unless I just jinxed them. But now max bonus the bonus has been maxed out already for Weclear for quite a while. Question is, do you go for full investment again? Maybe a half purchase? From the looks of it, they're gonna choose the latter. Yeah, mostly pistol upgrades, a few nades, Kevlar, and MP9. Three down middle, but Partizon, they're gonna be the ones that change things up a little bit. The MP9 already gone. And Weclear, they test the same strategy yet again, and it fails. That was a brilliant smoke there. Trying to cut off mid, but Partizon, they capitalized it for their own advantage. Oh, two shots. He sees the heads, but could only click onto one. B's already cleared out. Auto phase at 493. They have no idea what's going on. Now, as Autophase clears out most of A, that should tell them that the plan's going down B. 493 spotted a player as well. Autophase picks up an AK and he's probably just gonna try and walk away with that one. Or not. Wait, are they actually gonna try and find... I'm not sure if they're going to just get some exit frags here. They could find a few. This is where Partizon's approaching them from. One spotted. He just has to bait them into 493. They check the closer angle. The flash is out. First kill drawn. Oh, trigger discipline. 1, 2, third. Couldn't get it. Five, 7. Came out a little bit too late. But a nice attempt nonetheless. Money is no problem for Partizon though. They've won 8 rounds in a row. Yet to concede a single one. I mean, this is already pretty brutal. This map has only been going on for what I believe 15 minutes? This be one of the shortest maps that have taken place on EXORT so far. And that aggression once again fails Weclear. Auto pause that op, though delivers yet again at B. It's one, it's keeping them away, and Dotla trying to sneak past them. Too many gaps on the map for Weclear. And Jazz, he's anchoring at A. Gomez, will he be able to cut off that rotation over towards middle? Now this should give away some information to Njaz. He probably has heard the audio cue as well of the rush coming down towards A. Auto phase, he cannot risk being cut off over towards middle, but he's still gonna have to fight his way across. Has help available. So Dotla forced back. Time ticking down, 25 seconds, 2 defuse kits available, so they're not in as much urgency, but they're gonna have to make their moves soon. There are 3 attackers that they have to deal with as well, of course. Nades out, opens up the site, timings everything. It allows Zeko and Mitra to jump in and finish off the job. As Autophase is once again the last one alive with an op in hand that he needs to save here. His team's broke. Manages to find 1, maybe 2. Oh, barely misses that shot. That's all she wrote. Partizon 1 away from double digits. They've successfully defended. But this feels much more like an attempt to sell a fake. Partizon may want to end up... Ooh, wise! Very wise play. This actually provides him an opportunity to push down middle if need be, but his teammates have dealt with practically everybody down mid anyway. 493, great round out of him. Holds down Cave with that MP9. Then delivers a frag at mid and pushes down further, doubles down on it. And hence, Weclear finally managed to put up the first on board. And they won. Goes out the half on a good note as well. At this point, with how great they've been, not hitting double digits should be unacceptable to Partizon. Three players making their way towards middle. Right across the border, two players almost lined up. They may not be prepared for Mitra to be around the corner. They just barely seizes the feed. Timing's a little bit bad. So now there's a gap opened up. Weclear are gonna have to worry about immediately. Mitra, you don't know where he's gonna end up. Bomb already getting planted. Last round of the half. Throwing out as many nades as you can. Pick it up later, perhaps. Have as much util on hand as possible. Wise off to a good start. Those mid battles have really taken a turn in these last few rounds. Once again, come out the victors of it. Dry rod. Hold on. Be able to do so. At a 9-3 it is, perhaps. Unless Metro can pull off a 1 versus 5 and he doesn't know there's a player right behind him. He's gonna rush into the side. So, well, somebody's getting a surprise. Hello there. And so does Mitra from behind. 4-9-3 takes him out. A 9-3 scoreline. Pretty clear. Maybe the curse will help them out. But Partizon, they've put themselves in a great spot to be able to conclude the map. They win the pistol. They should have done enough damage. The lead would be enormous. straight rush down towards middle from Weclear. Smoke has cut Zeko off. They'll need Doppler. And Rajgaza pushing from behind. Enjaz is looking around for it. Side cleared out. Donut now clear as well. But suddenly it's Wise all on his own. Two angles that he needs to worry about. Molotov to clear one. Bomb to get planted. Just bait out some positioning, Zeko. Too brutal for Zeko to take them on up front, perhaps. Back to A we go now. Wise unaware about where Metro could be. Well, would essentially be walking into his own death, so he decides to approach B now. It's a race. Oh, Zeko. Just get baited in, and there it is. 1v1. Just get available. A smoke for Metro to on hand as well. I believe both of them have duties actually. That's pretty similar as well. Sticking down. 20 seconds now. He's out, and Weclear finishes him off. An easy 1v2. Great read to try and rotate out. Almost gambled with his life heading into A, but that realistically would not have worked out for him. Makes a smart move. Rushes at B. Weclear, their comeback is good structured off of this. They have the baseline down. Force from Partizon. So much presence going out from Donut. But perhaps anticipating Weclear to be a little bit more aggressive at mid. Those nades confirm Weclear's presence. As they walk towards it's a high-low setup. The scout to bait them in, and the MP9s to deal the damage. Two found. So, that's a decent chunk of information. Weclear forced rush in towards B. Bomb planted. 3 versus 3. No rifles picked up. A long flank being set up. He's taking a trip around the world. Audio cue heard. Curse knows there's somebody close by. That's a second smoke, keeping them away. They're relying on Mitra to find them an opening. Ensue enough chaos. But this fight against 493 is going to be everything. Oh, there's... Oh, Weclear won this. Partizon, they just don't have enough time. Mitra, he was worried about 493 watching this angle. And now he's trying to take away as many people as he can alongside him. 2 kills. Should be good enough. Weclear walk away with the round. Only a 4 round. Shot towards middle. Partizon. Gonna try and make those AK and Galil's the good use. Dotla starts off strong, but he's gonna get flashed. So easy trades. Weclear coming out on top of that one. Galil though still alive in the hands of Dyrod. Zeko up very close. Buffet's gonna regroup with him. They rotate to the side. Peekaboo! There I am. Not a lot that Partizon can realistically do at this point. Dyrod trying to approach from behind, but he'll walk straight into 493. Oh, good shot! 99 damage! Oh, that's gotta suck. That's gotta hurt bad. Rajka is last alive. He's probably just looking anybody that approaches him from middle or just back of the side. Spots one. Okay, pretty clean shot. That's all she wrote. Weclear starting to close out the gap. That's 6 rounds in a row from them. The returning Partizon's favor. Now this is starting to look deadly for both of them because Partizon, they still only need a few rounds. It would take 2 wins to break Weclear's economy. They have no bonus built up either. Partizon, they need to win those rounds first of all. Push down middle, flash. Practically everybody's flashed and it's a team kill. Wise actually kills himself. Partizon not gonna complain about it. The death was orange and that's all that they want. 5 versus 3, not a good start for Weclear. Left scrambling. It'd be off primed in, spotted, shot missed. There's another one at a closer angle. That's Zeko. It's too much risk. Don't want to back off, play this a lot slower. Smoke cuts them off, should keep them at bay for a while. Flash is given over to somebody else as Enjaz is going to try and approach this side. Question is whether or not that flash would connect onto Zeko. There is another player towards back alley as well. Flash out. There goes the smoke first. That's going to cut off one. Off behind. There's the flash. Zeko still unspotted. Dyrod's found another. On to phase 1v5. As well, 15 HP. There's just way too much to deal with. Get out. Realistically can't do so either. Flawless from Partizon to put up the 10th finally. Took them a while, but they got there. Finances already gone to shambles for Weclear. They'll be forced to go for a save in the next one unless they convert right now. They're outside B. Alright. Just waiting for Zeko to go wide, and as soon as he does, gets to claim a life. Now, Push finally coming in behind that frag. Flash to clear out the back lines, but there's two. Will he be aware of it? Doesn't matter. Zeko is stuck into a corner, stuck there until he passes away. Now Mitra forced back as well. Weclear have somehow managed to make this one work. Wouldn't be surprised if Partizon decide to just go off for a save after this death. Dotla's gone. You see them moving back. Smoke to provide him safe passage as he walks away. And Weclear, they continue to contest. B side for both of these teams being extremely dominant. Crisis averted for Weclear as well. They're about to run out of money, and doing so at such a point would be disastrous. Partizon could have easily secured their 12th as well, had they won their 11th, of course, but that's not the case. So Weclear get to save some money. Had quite a few people alive by the conclusion of the last round as well. But now it's Partizon that face the same conundrum. They won the round, so the loss bonus has gone away. So they need to win this to save their bank, and they're off to a right start. Now the push heading in towards A. Nobody to try and hold them off. Radzeka could easily get cut off courtesy of the smoke right here. Frag gonna allow him to re-engage, but it's another rotation for Weclear. They've backed off. Have more than enough time on the clock, so they don't want to be too jumpy on those decisions. Zeko gonna be the one that gets tested at cave. One round, that's gonna leave only two behind, and this is just easy. Textbook play from Partizon. Just they peek out together, the trade comes through. 11th on board. And Partizon closer and closer to victory on their own map pick. Now with Partizon, with how strong a start Partizon had, I thought that this map and this series practically would be over. Partizon, they had a very real chance of concluding the first half, even with a 12-0 scoreline. They were up by 9-0, and that's when Weclear started to come out alive. Now that Weclear are really putting up a good fight, they've made this look like a proper contest. There is potential for this to go to the lengths of map 3 as well. This is of course Partizon's map pick. They haven't won it just yet. Why is it still in the battle? Nice. One kill found. Another second player manages to get away scot-free for now. The smoke cuts off Zeko from the rest of his squad as well. Oh, the lurker and Jazz. That should be the killing blow for this round. Dyrod may not anticipate somebody being tucked into closer corner. Audio key given away, footsteps heard. Okay! Dyrod somehow gets out of that angle alive. But now we get pushed in by more. Oh, timing! That doesn't go his way. He's looking at the angle behind him, and that's where his demise will be. Zeko is the last one alive. He'll probably get to keep his AK, I presume. Weclear now, both of these teams essentially starting to trade blows. It keeps things entertaining as well, because this way, nobody goes entirely broke on either side. So it's just rifle rounds back and forth between these two. Decent neutral damage ensued already. Weclear, they seemed a lot more decisive about where they want to do this round already. Their first opening frag of the round. Not looking very good. Weclear, no real estate under their control so far. Left scrambling. Very spread apart from each other, trying to just seek any opportunity. Partizon, they're playing this wisely. Not gonna give up anything for free. The clock's ticking down, and Weclear may just be forced to go for a desperate rush or perhaps a save. Mid smoked off. So Partizon, he's anticipating the rush to go in towards B. But instead, up Weclear, they're gonna try and sneak past it. Tyrod's realizing that. So he's getting Dotlaw actually. He's gonna check that, but timing could be everything. One found. Zeko spotted another one. The flank's still coming in, and now it's been hurt. Dotlaw realizes it. Players from the front dealt with, and Njaz will be taken away as well. Partizon finally secure map point. Possibly the final round here. Weclear, not a proper purchase on their side. 3 Tech 9s, a Galil, an MP5. Well, Zeka just blows 2 of them out of the map already. Soul Rifle taken out as well. Curtis denied his exit. So it falls upon the shoulders of Autophase and 493 to try and keep their team alive, but Autophase is gone. Galil picked up 1v4. Only good thing is that 493 still has the bomb on him. He'll be walking straight into Rajkez's crosshair. Too busy inspecting his gun, got overconfident, and hence he's punished. One versus 3. 30 seconds on the clock. They have a decent idea about where he might be. There is one player looking across, and the smoke should give away his location. Now they know where to focus. AK picked up, doesn't have a lot of health, and the timing just doesn't go his way. Partizon come out on top 13-8. It really was an uphill battle for Weclear towards the end. They put up a decent fight as well, but the lead at the very beginning of the map was way too large for them to make it seem realistic. And I mean, it did feel like that they were genuinely contesting it, but the lead just still was very comfortable. Partizon, they were always up by at least 3 to 4 rounds, and so clean conclusion to the map. It took them a while, but they eventually got there. However, the series is not done yet. We have Weclear's map pick coming up next. That's going to be Dust 2, but before that, a short break. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to EXORT Series 28, third BO3 of the day underway, and it has already been one amazing map one. Now we move on to Weclear's map pick. This is going to be Dust 2. Partizon already off had a strong start on map number 1. The ending got a little bit close. The scoreline ended up being 13-8. So Weclear, they certainly showed their potential that this isn't gonna be an easy victory for Partizon. They aren't just gonna roll over. So now Weclear, they're gonna try and mount a comeback, tie up the scoreline perhaps 1-1 and send us to overpass if they succeed, that is. But Partizon, with how strong they looked, a 2-0 may be on the cards here. All stacked outside B. Very patient play. No movement force from Partizon as of yet. As short gets pushed up further, Weclear should meet the eyes of Partizon defenders again. One spotted. Now Weclear, they start to spread apart a bit. They want to maybe go for a B split here. But now that another player spotted it over towards middle, there's pressure at short as well. They can't risk that. They all line up towards main as well. That's exactly where the rush is going to come from. Partizon, they have a flank being set up. The push is in, and one player already being baited out. Karas goes down for free. There is an equalizer. The USP shots do not connect, but the Glocks certainly do. 3 versus 4. Bomb starting to go down. Mitra just rushes straight into his demise. And Dotla is the last one alive. Weclear, a bit of a risky play in the pistol, but it pays off well. We're alive at the end. This is their second pistol victory of the series so far. Clear advantage, but now this is going to be one weapon picked up. Not gonna allow it actually. That's gonna be auto face from behind, cleaning up any errors. The knife attempt from Dyrod gets shut down. That could have been brutal. But Weclear off to just the start that they needed. Partizon not on any big investments in the last round, so they're gonna be pretty happy with their arsenal for now. No ops still. Once again, all going outside B. Smoke should keep them at bay. Not going to be an immediately aggressive push. Lurking about LT either. It's just going to be a straight walk and spree. But Rajazeka firing them down. They still haven't even met Mitra. The cleanup crew is here. Weclear. Actually, they're the ones that get cleared out. Auto phase, last alive. Bomb dropped in the site as well. Only gonna make matters worse. Just gonna look to find as many kills as he can here. It's all consolation prize, perhaps. Walking across that smoke with the SMGs leading the charge, I mean, it could work out, but they had no reason to be so eager to enter. Flashed out. And I think the smoke didn't get entirely faded either, like they were hoping by the frag. And so, a lot of them were still blinded by the very end of a smoke. Weclear, not a lot of util on hand, but weapons still looking pretty decent. Only one major compromise, but now a bit more of a default. The deagle that's gonna lead the charge. Smoke goes out. Okay, big kill from Wise. So Dyrod wants retaliation. That smoke is exactly what's gonna disallow him. Weclear preparing to approach A yet again. This time around it's a Molotov. Wise cannot pull it off again, surely. There aren't a lot of defenders. That's two Molotovs. That should tell Weclear that maybe there are two people. Oh, that's big. Dotla's flank denied. And now A side. Very vulnerable. Dyrod, he's gonna have to work up some magic. He has no help whatsoever. The magazine's pretty short as well on those M4s. Unfortunately, so is his luck. Just a little short of that head on the second person. So Partizon, they're gonna walk immediately back, hold on to those two guns, and concede this round to Weclear. So far, not so good for the CTs. Only round that the one so far was realistically a major blunder from Weclear. Round one. Two rifles that Partizon are going to be walking into the next round with. The question is whether they decide to go split it up, one rifle on each side, whether they place them together and go for a bit of a gamble. And I'd call a timeout to decide. And actually, it's not going to be just those two rifles. They managed to build up quite a nice purchase, actually. An open hands of Dyrod again. Decent chunk of util. It's only Dyrod that has absolutely no nades on him. Zeko could possibly drop him a few as well, but it seems like they don't necessarily want to go for that. Trades it long. And now Rajeka to make up for it and hold down A. We have one player getting quite aggressive towards down. He could possibly find that hopper if he extends enough. Autoface picks off his counterpart. Now there's going to be too much pressure applied onto the A defender. Rajka is he's going to have to do a lot. 1v3, it's not entirely impossible. It's certainly not going to be easy either. No audio cue, no nade. He has absolutely no awareness about what might hit him in a few moments. If he gets wide, it will be straight into his death. Flank being set up, one player spotted and ducks back right in. Gonna molly him out, force him to attack. And they rush towards the side. Mitra's, his timing is gonna be everything. He may even be hurt now. Spotted! And Autoface turns around just in time. Weclear continue to build up that lead. Now up by 3. Partizon, they're in a financial crisis now. Just gonna have to work with pistols. That timeout, unfortunately, not being very fruitful. Pop shot comes out a little too late. Yet again. It's like they're teasing him at this point. Molotov forces both of the short players back. There are a couple of them at LT who may have spotted them. Zeko doesn't want to give much away for free, but Dokla gets the kill. Now aggression from Weclear. Wise manages to find two. Will be traded out, so an equalizer provided. 3 versus 3. Gets forced back these pistols. Made it look somewhat possible. One player approaching from short, timings everything. AK picked up, and now he's gonna want to cut off Autophase right in his tracks. He was prepared for it. AK though still gonna remain in the grasp of Partizon. Smoke cuts off Mitra. That's both right. They've connected. Both of them managed to... sorry, Raj Kessler manages to find both of the remaining players from behind. And what a way to get back into the game. And Eco converted and Weclear on the verge of being broke. Timeout called. They cannot allow this to go unanswered. Because it goes absolutely humongous. Weclear have put together whatever they could with those finances. Hop making its way on site. Smoke forces Wise back. I'm gonna try and find an opening at mid here. It'll be Zeko. That could prove to be a threat here. He has been smoked off, but it seems like he's very eager to disrespect this possibly as well. As soon as he hears some footsteps, he may want to get aggressive. They're gonna need another smoke as it jumps in, but Dotla from behind. Now the frag as it dissipates the smoke. Rajkeza is gonna collapse over towards middle as well alongside Zeko and manages to find 3. Scratch that, it's all 4 by him. Weclear way too nervous in that round, way too patient, allows Dotla to ensue chaos in the communications probably. And a lot of information relayed over courtesy of that flank as well. That was Rajkeza. This is the time that you peek out. This is the time that you fight. And Zeko doubles down on that engagement with him. Just pistols for Weclear. Glocks. Actually, all of them. So, may not be as good at range. Here, it should just be a few spray downs. Which guys have spotted one. Make that two, actually. He's probably hearing that rush towards short as well. So he backs off and try and help Zeko out if need be. But so far, he's good. Stu spotted the third as well. Dyrod sees why he's trying to be sneaky there. And a clean fourth round for Partizon to tie up the scoreline. Case across the board for Weclear yet again. Dotlug flashed out, forced to back off. Now it's all five of them running him down. Cots with his pants down. Dotla, first one to fall. Smoke to try and keep Weclear away for the time being. Zeko jumps towards Scar, and now another flank has been set up. Dyrod present on the site. That op presence is extremely dangerous. Not going to be easy to walk across that, but auto phase. They've dealt with so many flanks already. He's sensing this. The spider senses are dangling, but that is not going to be good enough for him to get the kill. Rajkeza comes out on top, and now that smoke, it's trapped all of them. Partizon have forced Weclear to go forward with that A push, and straight into the crosshairs of Zeko and Dyrod they go. Both of the defenders have been found, but Mitra's around as well. And 439 has no idea yet. Molotov lands right at his feet, 26 HP for him, and Rajkeza finishes him off as well. Partizon finally securing themselves a lead on Weclear's map pick. Maybe another save for Weclear from the looks of it. Of course, the recession continues. Fast play towards LT. That's a good nade. Decent value out of that one. A lot of damage, but... Oh, the push coming in from the Tech 9. One-on-one trade. Zeko from behind. Making this a little bit safer. The smoke has forced him back, but a flank is being set up, and one player is watching him all the way from T-spawn. This time around, Weclear were prepared, so Dotla forced back. But he may not anticipate as all four of the Weclear players to collapse on him. He's out. He lines up quite a few of them. A lot of damage dealt, but none converted. Now Zeko. It's his responsibility. Going down the line. Flashes out, lines up two. A lot of damage again. Couldn't confirm the frag. They're all so weakened up. Zeko finishes 3, and there it is. Mitra to complete the job. Partizon getting a stronger and stronger foothold on Dust 2. Only 2 more rounds remaining in this first half. The scoreline could still look very similar to what we saw on Ancient if Partizon managed to win out the next 2 rounds. We had a 9-3 scoreline on Ancient. Partizon could make this an 8-4 as well if they win these next 2 rounds, that is. Wise, though, clearly has other ideas. But Op holding down A long, and and has opened up the site. Weclear still gonna do their due diligence as they approach. Zeko forced back. The phase converts another. Weclear, they're still spread very thin. The flanks for Partizon have been extremely vital to their round conversions. So the default setup, it helps them counteract it, but now with a minute left on the clock, Smithra will be challenged up next. He's left the side, so the retake is going to be extremely difficult. He hears the Molotov, the smoke should cut him off. Zeko's fallen already through the smoke. Nice, headshot found by Cars. And Dyrod is the last one alive now. Not for long, he'll be punished as well. Weclear keeping things close, not letting Partizon run away with this half so far. And even a 7-5 scoreline isn't exactly too bad. Weclear did have a good start. They were up by 3-0, I believe, when they conceded their first. So having only won 2 rounds since might be a little bit disappointing, but it's not something that they can't mount a comeback from in the second half. What a phase. Once again, strong with the op on the T side here. Very consistent he has been so far. I guess I tucked it to the closer corner. Seems like Weclear, they're just gonna sort of try and walk into this one. One found. Smoke fades away. And Roskesa is not prepared for somebody to be so close. Easy trade there. Site taken over. And Partizon, well, this is the very last round of the half. So there's no real point in trying to save this one. You just have to go. There is one player still lurking about middle. And Jazz. Dotla, he's still anticipating this timing's everything. Spotted, free frag found. So 3 versus 3 now. But the clock's ticking down. 30 seconds remaining on the clock. They're gonna have to be fast with this one. Do have a bit of util. Molotov forcing Zeko to stay clear. Fight through doors. And Wise pushes out further. Very unanticipated. Now the push is in. Weclear, they should have done enough. 10 seconds remaining. Partizon, they're just walking into their death. 6-6 as we head into the second half. Good recovery from Partizon. Sorry, and from Weclear as well. Both of them sort of did have a recovery phase. They were just very different from either of them. Partizon, they recovered after going down 3-0. And then Weclear, it seemed like when all momentum had lost, Partizon would end up with a lead in the second half, in the first half of second map as well. They tie up the scoreline. Fast approaching B hit coming in from Partizon. Aras held at bay, but he's doing sufficient damage right from there already. There's the second. Aras not getting aggressive just yet. Bomb planted. It's gonna be some money going into Partizon's pockets. Why? You know he's there. Almost losing a third to Karas. Got extremely close. Flank being set up. Zeko may just get overwhelmed by 2 there. As the rest of the squad now starts to lead the charge into the side. Zeko has been found. It's a 2-on-2 and somehow Partizon have made this very much possible. Wise alive with 4 HP. Up against Dotline, there's not a lot of time left on the clock as well. Partizon have somehow made this one work even from a 3 versus 5. Should not have gone their way. Curse had done such a good job at keeping Partizon on their feet. Maybe if he finds that third kill, the round would have essentially been over at that point, but Not finding that singular headshot could come back and haunt them. Aggressive outside of A. It is a force buy, so they want to activate those MP9s to the best of their ability. But they lose even the M4 in the process. So now with only 3 people remaining for Weclear. Once again, shackled. Left to pick up the crumbs. Only few moments away from this round coming to a conclusion as well. Partizon, clean round. Force buy for Weclear has failed. They'll probably just want to save the value that they have on body already. The Kevlar, the defuse kit, the MP9. A round where you'll have essentially nothing but a few pistols. Those can come in handy. Give you like a 5% better chance from maybe a 0 or 1. Partizon is starting to run away with this a little bit. Because now Weclear, they don't have any money to work with into the next round. Their best bet is going to be that MP9 perhaps. And so, Partizon, in theory, the next round should be easy for them. That would put them at a 9-6 score. Very close to victory. One away from double digits. Partizon, playing this one rather safe. They anticipate Weclear to be so aggressive on such a round. They have a good read here. They're not being careless. But Nyrod, is he prepared for that MP9 to be so close to him? Oh, he spotted the shoulder. Goes out aggressively now, Karis. He needs to fight. He needs to stick here. 493. The CZ doesn't connect, but the dualies just might. Oh no. Oh no, he's missed the whole spray. And Jazz gets punished. 3 versus 4 already. This round, surely there's no way Weclear can convert this anymore. Molotov gonna keep them away. As the bomb makes its way onto the site. The frag gonna deal a little bit more damage. All of them a little bit weakened up. Headshot found. Completely out of the equation. Keza comes in from behind, and that should be the final nail in the coffin. There it is. Last kill found. Partizon now up by 3. Wise from Weclear has been very effective at being aggressive, particularly on that E side, but so far he's been missing. Now, they do have a proper rifle round for the first time in this half, but that also raises the stakes of this round as well. They have invested everything from their banks, and if they lose this, Partizon will be very close to victory, and not just on the map, but on the series as well. On Platinum, the round is already done. No money remaining for Weclear heading into the next round, and double digits for Partizon on board as well. Okay, Cars gets one, but that was the player with the least value, I believe. Rajkaza was just running around with a pistol. So, not a big loss there. I don't know why Rajkaza was running around with a pistol. I'm pretty sure he had a rifle. Doesn't matter though. Partizon. He can taste the victory now. Money, a big problem for Weclear. You see absolutely no investment except for some Kevlar. Okay. Half purchase coming in, a few nades, only 3 collectively. 1 diffuse kit on the M4 player as well. But it's another rush down the middle, and that's just a free life given away. Your best weapon dropped for absolutely nothing. And Dyrod, he wants more. Geza holding his closer angle. Round's already over, unless auto phase. He have a couple of tricks up his sleeve. Clean little headshot there with that scout. Maybe 3 A side being taken over while Metro Tryon holds the CTs here. Even if he walks away with 1 kill, it's pretty great. Oh, almost lined up 2. Traded 2 versus 2. Now it's weapons picked up, but with 493 being so weak, do you go for this? The answer is yes, Zeko. Right. They check the angle, but it's just a nice little bait. They're out the closer angle. 493 as soon as he drops, auto phase quietly walks back. They want that op, if not anything else, into the next round. This could be Weclear's final shot at keeping themselves alive in this best of 3. No more mistakes, no more errors. Your last rifle round. Partizon. Cut off CT. Cut off both angles from mid actually. Zeko. Oh, he could pop out of the smoke. Timing's right. Knife out for Wise, and that's a free kill. Now, too many angles for Curse to worry about. And B completely opened up. Weclear, they cannot go for this realistically. Partizon. Is this enough for their 12th? Weclear, they 493 is walking in close, but do you gamble with a 3 versus 5, or do you save those 3 rifles to take into the next round? I think the answer is pretty obvious. 493 though, he's still gonna want to try and deal some damage, but they can't exactly ruin Partizan's finances here. So why not just hold on to that M4, back away? One kill found. 493 once more. No success there. And Partizan, one away from concluding the series. This very possibly could be the final round of the series. 2 rifles brought over from the last round. 3 more invested in. Decent chunk of grenades to work with as well. But it's their utilization that will matter more. Already rushed into the B side, but there's somebody awaiting them much deeper. Wise in the closest smoke. And they've kept themselves alive. Weak, clean sweep on the B side. Oh, good shots. Dyrod. Is he actually going to make this possible? 1v5 now turned into a 1 versus 3. Rifle picked up. He certainly wants to test his luck. He wants to have a shot at this. Maybe heard. Very loud. Those shots certainly were spotted. Oh no, Molotov missed. So he's forced to push out. Nice timing! He's found 2 headshots! But Ninjas shuts him down. That got way too close for Weclear's comfort. Partizan almost won off of a 1 versus 5. Wow. One kill found. Weclear, it seems like they've collected themselves finally. First blood drawn and still nothing in retaliation from Partizan. Burris trying to repeat the success of Mitra in this angle. He's done so. 2 kills delivered. Partizan, however, this one's not looking so good for them anymore. Both of them weakened up quite a bit. Dyrod. He did get that 1v5 close to a 1 versus 1. But he doesn't want to keep repeating his those tests. He'll just back off. Hold on to that op. Let Weclear go along with this. And this is sort of what happened on the last map as well. Partizan, when they got so close to victory, they started to lose a few rounds, I believe. So it could give you an idiot's confidence in one way. And I don't mean that derogatory, in a derogatory way. It's just that you have to go all out, and whatever sticks, sticks. Right outside those A doors awaits one, but he's pushing out. That's gonna be a free frag. Rajkeza. It's an opening at A. The short push should come in momentarily as well as more pressure gets applied towards long. But Autophase, he's holding on. The flash gives Zeko just the opening that he needed onto Autophase. Molotov gonna keep the CT players away. There's one player that has now been isolated away from his teammates as Partizon make their way onto the site, but a 3 versus 3. Oh, that got so close. Out Weclear. A lot of presence over towards long already. And it's worked out. We've managed to find all of the trades. Come out on top of that one as well. Rickles found information on the remaining two as well. Those extended smokes, they're gonna allow Weclear to pop out in the open, make progress over towards ramp as well if they want. But Dyrod, he's sneaking up. He will clear the closer angle. Good read. A site now in Partizon's control. Weclear, they've decided to go for a full wraparound. Are Partizon going to be prepared for this? Not so far. Mitra, he's looking towards long. They've taken over short now. They don't have any Molotovs, any frags to keep Weclear off of the bomb either. Entirely reliant on their bomb. Now smoke. Going to cut them off. The Molotov limits how much movement Partizon will be granted. Refuse baits out one. The kill takes a while to be granted. And Mitra finishes both of the remaining players off all by himself. Partizon finally securing the 13th round after a long fought battle in the last 3. And have managed to crown themselves victor of this best of 3 series. It was quite an extended battle on both of them. Very close games overall, but Partizon, they looked extremely comfortable across both of them. Their leads were just way too big for Weclear to seem like a realistic threat, honestly. I mean, a few of those rounds, they got very close, but Partizon, it seemed like that they've always had complete grasp on the game, regardless of what the scoreline looked like. But a great attempt from Weclear. They definitely showed their potential. There are adjustments to be made, of course. So hopefully we do see them improve and then move on to the next stage if they can do so. But for this best of 3 and myself, this is going to be it. We are going to have another best of 3 coming up, but that's going to be about an hour and 20 minutes later. So take a long break, play a game of Counter-Strike, take a shower, whatever you need to do, go do it, and we'll be right back.